Are you handicapped with joint disabilities? Then perform pain free, effortless yoga exercises in a weightlessness environment to increase mobility and reduce joint discomfort. People with osteoarthritis of the hips, knees, ankles, feet, or spine often benefit from water based exercises such as aqua yoga because the buoyancy of water reduces the force of body weight going through the joints. Even high impact exercises such as running, when performed in water, become a relatively low impact activity. Aqua yoga is as simple as it sounds. It's practicing yoga in the water. It's a complete yoga practice, including Sukshma Kriyas, warming up, asanas, the poses, pranayama, yoga breathwork, and meditation, as elaborated in the yoga philosophy. There are three properties of working in the water that have a big impact on your water yoga practice compared to the land. They are the hydrostatic pressure, buoyancy, and viscosity. Hydrostatic pressure is the inward pressure everywhere on your body surface when you get into the water. It provides some health benefits such as making your kidneys and heart work more efficiently that yoga on land doesn't offer. Exercising under the influence of increased hydrostatic pressure of the water across the body's surface offers additional benefits for balance, coordination, and mobility while performing the asanas. Buoyancy is the lift you get from the support of the water. This partly eliminates gravity and produces a sense of weightlessness. Because the buoyancy of the water in aqua yoga allows the stress of the weight to be taken off the joints, this can make some asanas, such as balancing or standing postures, feel much easier. Viscosity is the challenge of moving through thick substance. Air provides a very little resistance when you move through it. Doing yoga in water definitely provides more resistance in all directions than moving through air. This improves your strength, flexibility, and range of motion while reducing the impact on the joints. For newcomers, non swimmers, and those with hydrophobia, water noodles are useful props for getting over the fears and gaining confidence in entering the waist to chest deep waters. Few more exercises are then continued for some time using the lower limbs before commencing the balancing asanas. It is interesting to note that while performing the lower limb exercises, the body weight is being borne by the shoulders, whether the exercise is being done in the supine or in the prone positions. The first of the balancing postures is the modified Trikonasana, in which, after abduction of both legs to the maximum, the left leg is 90 degrees externally rotated, followed by lateral bending of the spine to the left, while keeping the right hand horizontal to the floor. The procedure is performed on the right side, remembering to take a deep inhalation followed by a longer exhalation while in the final pose. Next is the hamstring stretch. After standing on one leg, the other leg is flexed at the hip with an extended position at the knee and holding the toes while keeping the spine straight till a count of 10. The procedure is repeated on the other side while taking deep breaths. For exercising the sacroiliac joint, raise the right leg and keep the sole on the wall, and at the same time rotate the torso to the right till a count of 10 to give a stretch at the right sacroiliac joint. Repeat the procedure with the other leg to exercise the left sacroiliac joint. In this one-legged balance posture, that is Vrikshasana, the trunk, spine and rib cage are pulled upwards and the arms are stretched overhead. The bent knee is rotated externally and the foot presses against the inner thigh of the other leg. Remain in this posture for at least 10 seconds. In this forward standing lunge, warrior one pose, the arms are extended overhead and the hips face forwards with the legs in the sagittal plane. One leg is placed forward and the other leg back. The pose works deep into the gluteal muscles. This lunge, the warrior 2, is similar to warrior 1, but the lunge is to the side in the frontal plane with the arms extended out to the sides instead of the overhead. The bent knee is slightly rotated externally, directed out to the side. The spine is perpendicular to the ground instead of arching back. Continuous moving from right to left and back gives a good massage to the lower back musculature. Ashwatthana Asana expands our lungs, helps to maintain balance and equilibrium in our body by continuously standing on one leg. The right arm is raised from the front, touching the right ear and palm facing the front side. The left foot is then taken backwards, lifting it above the ground. The left hand is taken also backwards with the palm facing the ground. Stay in that position till a count of 10 and then repeat the exercise with the other hand and foot. The posture helps to keep the lower torso strong and even helps in post-delivery pains. This asana holds promise in antenatal exercising. For Natarajasana, shift your weight onto the left foot, then grasp the instep of your right foot with your right hand. Once balanced, lift your left arm straight up to the ceiling and simultaneously lift your right leg behind as you bring your torso forward as a counterbalance. The asana gives strength to the chest, ankles, hips and legs. It gives your groin, abdominal organs and thighs a good stretch. This wide-legged standing Devi Asana with squats is a fairly intense hip and thigh strengthener. It also affects the balance as the legs are externally rotated. Moving up and down vertically in this posture adds immense strength to these muscles. For Ushtra Asana, position yourself on your knees. While inhaling, slowly bend your body backwards at the waist, then place your right hand on the right heel and left hand on its left heel. Stay in that position for 10 seconds and breathe normally. Slowly bring back your hands and spine to the normal position. This asana is good for the back, waist, and shoulders and helps to improve circulation and cardiac activity. Shavasana is normally done on completion of all the yogasanas. The water noodles are a very useful props to help achieve this posture and keep the body in a completely relaxed position. The legs are stretched and the arms a little away from the body with the palms facing upwards. Keep lying with eyes closed and visualize each incoming and outgoing breath. While in Shavasana, the instructor may take you into a state of conscious sleep known as Yog Nidra. The body and mind feels completely relaxed after the Yog Nidra. After sitting in a comfortable position, it's now time to practice pranayama or breath regulation. Spend some time performing few pranayamic exercises such as deep breathing, Ujjayi and Brahmari before concluding the session. There are a variety of benefits of IQ yoga, many of which overlap with doing yoga on land. However, the unique medium of water also confers additional benefits when practicing aqua yoga, making water based yoga a safer alternative for some people.